स्वस्ति श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री गुरुवे नमः। हरिः ओम। महिमनः पारन्ते परमविदुषो यद्य सदृशी स्तुतिर्ब्रह्मादीनामपि तदवसन्नास्त्वयि गिरा अथावाच्य सर्व स्वमतिपरिणामावधिगृह्णन् ममापेशस्त्रोत्रे हरनिरपवाद परिकर अतीतपन्थानं तव च महिमा वाङ्मनशयो रतद्व्यावृत्यायं चकितमभिधत्ते स्तुतिरपि सकस्य स्तोतव्या कतविदगुणाकस्य विषया पदे त्वर्वाचीने पतति न मनः कस्य न वच मधुस्फीता वाच परमयमृतं निर्मितवत स्तव ब्रह्मन् किं वा गपिसुरगुरो विस्मयपदम् मम त्वेतं वाणी गुणकथन पुण्येन भवता पुनामीत्यर्थेऽस्मिन् पुरमथन बुद्धिर्व्यवसिता तवैश्वर्यं यत्तग जगदुदय रक्षा प्रलयकृत् त्रयीवस्तु व्यस्तम त्रिषु गुणभिन्नासु तनुषु अभव्यानामस्मिन् वरदरमणीयामरमणि विहन्तो व्याक्रोशी विदधतैहैके जडधिया किमिह किम काय सखलु किमुपायस्त्रिभुवन किमाधारो धाता सृजति किमुपादान इति च अतर्क्वैश्वर्येस्त्वयि त्वयनवसर दुस्थो हतधिया कुतर्कोऽयं कांश्चन मुखरयति मोहाय जगत अजन्मानो लोका किमवयवं तोऽपि जगतां मधिष्ठातारं किं भवविधिर्नादृत्य भवति अनीशो वा कुर्याद् भुवनजनने कः परिकरो यतो मन्दास्त्वां प्रत्यमरवर शंसेरतैमे त्रयीसाङ्ख्यं योगा पशुपतिमतं वैष्णवमिति प्रभिन्ने प्रस्थाने परमिदमदपथ्यमिति च रुचीनां वैचित्र्याद् रुजकुटिल नाना पथजुषाम् नृणामेको गम्या त्वमसि पयसामर्णवैव महोक्ष खट्वाङ्गम् परशुरजिनं भस्म फणिना कपालं चेति यद् तव वरद तन्त्रोपकरणम् सुरास्तं तं रुद्धेम ददति तु भवद्भूप्रणहिताम् नहि स्वात्मा रामं विषयमृगतृष्णा भ्रमयति ध्रुवं कश्चित् सर्वं सकलमपरस्त्वं ध्रुवमिदम् परो द्रव्ये जगति गदति व्यस्तविषये समस्तेऽपि तस्मिन् पुरमथन तैर्विस्मितैव स्तुवञ्जिर्हेमि त्वां न खलु ननु द्रष्टा मुखरता असितगिरिसमं स्यात् कज्जलं सिन्धुपात्रे सुरतरुवर्षाखा लेखनी पत्रमूर्वी लिखति यदि गृहीत्वा शारदा सर्वकालं तदपि तव गुणानाम् ईश पारं न याति असुर मुनीन्द्रे रचित सिन्धुमौले ग्रथित गुण महिमनो निर्गुणस्येश्वरस्य सकल गुण वरिष्ठ पुष्पदन्ताभिधानो रुचिरमलुदवृत्ते स्तोत्रमेतच्चकार अहरहर्णवर्द्यां दुर्जटे स्तोत्रमेतद् पठति परमभक्त्या शुद्धचित्तपुमान्यं स भवति शिवलोके रुद्रतुल्यस्तथात्र प्रचुरतरधनायु पुत्रवान् कीर्तिमांश्च महेशाना परो देवो महिमनो नापरास्तु ते अघोराणां परो मन्त्रो नास्ति तत्त्वं गुरो परम् दीक्षादानं तपस्तीर्थं ज्ञानं यागादिका क्रिया महिम्नास्तव पाठस्य कलानार्हन्ति षोडशीं कुसुमदशन नामा सर्वगन्धर्वराज शिशुशशिधरवरमौले देवदेवस्य दास सगर्निजमहिमनो भ्रष्ट एवास्य रोषात् स्तवनमिदमकांक्षिन् दिव्य दिव्यं महिम्ना श्रीपुष्पदन्तमुखपङ्कजनिर्गतेन स्तोत्रेण किल विषहरेण हर प्रियेण कंठस्थितेन पठितेन समाहितेन सुप्रीणितो भवति भूतपतिर्महेश इत्येषा वाङ्मयी पूजा श्रीमद् शङ्करपादयो अर्पिता तेन देवेश प्रियतां मे सदा शिव तव तत्त्वं न जानामि कीदृशोऽसि महेश्वर यादृशोऽसि महादेव तादृशाय नमो नमः। एककालं द्विकालं वा त्रिकालं यपठेन्नर सर्वपापविनिर्मुक्तो शिवलोके महीयते। मृत्युंजय महादेव त्राहि मम शरणागतं जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि पीडितं कर्म बंधने। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बंधनात् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। नमामि गंगे तव पाद पंकजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितदिव्य रूपं भोक्तिं च मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं भावानुसारेण सदा नराणां। देवी सुरेश्वरी भगवती गंगे त्रिभुवनतारिणी तरल तरंगे। शंकर मौली विहारिणी विमले मम मतिरास्तां तव पद कमले। मम मतिरास्तां तव पद कमले। अमृताभिषेकोस्तु गृहे कल्याणवाप्तिरस्तु। शुद्धोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि। सबिंदु सिंधु शुष्कलत्तरंगभंगरंजितं द्विसत्सु पाप जात जात कारिवारि संयुतं कृतांत दूत कालभूत भीतिहारि वर्मदे। त्वदीय पाद पंकजं नमामि देवी नर्मदे। त्वदम्बुलीन दीनमीन दिव्य संप्रदायकं कलौमलौदभारहारि सर्वतीर्थनायकं सुमत्स्य चक्र नकर चक्र चक्रवाक शर्मदे। त्वदीय पाद पंकजं नमामि देवी नर्मदे। त्वदीय पाद पंकजं नमामि देवी नर्मदे। नर्मदे मात की जय। शुद्धोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि सुदात्मन्यं समर्पयामि प्रार्थयेत। ओम नीलकंठाय नमः। ओम ऋषभध्वजाय नमः। ओम पार्वतीनाथाय नमः। ओम गणपति प्रियाय नमः। ओम आशुतोषाय नमः। ओम सर्वेश्वराय नमः। ओम सिद्धनाथाय नमो नमः। ओम गोपेश्वराय नमः। ओम शरणेश्वराय नमः। ओम स्तंभेश्वराय नमो नमः। करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितं विहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्दे श्री महादेव शंभो नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर नीलकंठ महादेव की जय सोमनाथ महादेव की जय जगन्नाथ महादेव की जय काशी विश्वनाथ महादेव की जय।
Hello, good morning. So, you are the blessed ones and the lucky ones who have been here to witness what we call as Abhishek. Yeah? Now, Abhishek is when you pour and do a service with pouring milk and then followed by water, so that the black stone form that you saw is washed off completely. And then you do this while the mantra or the sloka or the chanting is being done. Okay? If you see on the left, that's a god called Shiva. Okay? And Shiva is worshipped in two forms. One is this statue or the idol, which I'll show you once we go there after the Aarti. The other form is the one that you saw, the black stone form. Now, when you want to do this and drench the Lord with milk and water, you can't do it in this statue because that will spoil the statue, spoil the decoration, and spoil the place where the God is placed. And that is why the stone form is Nahin, Prakash bhai, nothing. Yeah, so that everybody has an access to it and the milk and the water can be drained away. So this was Abhishek and all of you participated in it. The next, in next 5 to 10 minutes time, is going to be what is called as Aarti. That is also one form of main service in a Hindu temple, where the priest will have a lamp which will go around in front of all the deities and waving that flame or the fire in front of the lords. While doing that, there's still going to be, in this temple, there are going to be two songs or two, what do we call? We call it Aarti Bhajans, yeah? So you will be witnessing that. Once that is done, everybody will be offered that lamp where they take the warmth of the flame and worship with that warmth either on your face or your hand. Okay? So that is going to be the next, the Aarti, and we'll be all going there. Right? Watch. So our mandir, Sri Jalaram Mandir Greenford, welcomes you all, students, staff, and parents from Minute Infant School. I am Dr. Joy Morjaria. We'll have this slideshow followed by a question and answer session. Today, I'm being helped by my co-trustees Lakubai and Vinubai, and our chief priest, Palkesh Bhai. Our traditional greeting is namaste. We say namaste with folded hands like that. Excellent. Yeah? I am so happy. This is a very enthusiastic lot. Okay? So let's all say together. Namaste. Okay. Now, namaste can be said, it's a greeting. It can be said when we are first meeting or when we are bidding goodbye. So when you say goodbye, you can say namaste. Okay? Namaste has got a very, very fine meaning. It says, every one of us, you, me, them, they all have a small spark of divinity, that is godliness in you. And what I'm doing by saying namaste is, that little spark of godliness in me is saying namaste to you, is bowing down to you. Okay, so that's the meaning of namaste. Now, I've told you how the Hindus greet, but I want to learn from all of you how you say namaste. There is a Sikh gentleman here. Please come. Yes, you. Come. Say how you say namaste in Sikhism.
Namaste.
No. How do you greet in your home? In Punjabi? Sat Sri Akal. Yeah, you know how to say that?
Sasika.
Yeah, that's it. Now, is there anyone speaking Urdu here? You speak Urdu? Come. How do you greet?
Hi.
No. In Urdu, if you go to a mosque, how do you greet your other people there?
Namaste.
Huh? Yeah, come, beta. Come.
Namaste.
No. What do you say when you are at home?
Salam.
Salam. Yeah? Or do you say the long version? Walaikum salam. Is there any French here? Chinese? What do you say in Chinese if you want to say hello?
Ni hao.
Mi hao. Is that right? Ni? Ni or me? Ni. Ni hao. Very nice. And Spanish? Anybody Spanish here? Hola. Is that right? Is there anyone else who knows another greeting? Come.
Hola.
Hola. That's right. This batch is so good. I'm so pleased to present to you. Yeah. At the end of it, because children are so innocent, I may make 10 mistakes, but they pardon me. But if there were adults here, they'll say, oh, but the doctor didn't pronounce that right, or didn't say that fact right. Yeah? Children are very forgiving. So the priest will be singing, okay? And all of us, either you can fold your hands like that, or you can clap in rhythm. That's no problem. You can also clap. Some of us will be clapping. Some of us will just be standing like that. When the singing starts, okay? When the singing starts.
श्री गजानन गणपति महाराज की जय। श्री जलाराम बापानी जय। वीरबाई मात की जय। भोजलराम बापानी जय।
श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री गोवर्धन नाथ की जय। श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय। श्री महावीर स्वामी भगवान की जय। श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
श्री साईनाथ महाराज
की जय। श्री नवदुर्गे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री उमापति महादेव की जय।
कृष्ण कन्हैया
लाल की जय।
जलाराम बापा करू आरती, प्रेम धरीने स्वीकारो।
वीरपुर वाड़ा करू आरती, प्रेम धरीने स्वीकारो।
जलाराम मारा मन मंदिर मां।
जलाराम
प्रेम धरीने पधारो। जलाराम बापा करू आरती, प्रेम धरीने स्वीकारो।
भवसागर मां भटकी रह्यो छुं।
भवसागर मां भटकी रह्यो छुं।
जलाराम पार उतारो।
बापा जलाराम
સફળ કરો જન્મ મારો
બાપા સફળ કરો જન્મ મારો જલારામ બાપા કરું આરતી પ્રેમ ધરીને સ્વીકારો
પ્રેમ ધરીને મારે મંદિરે પધારો
પ્રેમ ધરીને મારે મંદિરે પધારો
સુંદર સુખડા લેવા
બાપા સુંદર સુખડા લેવા જલારામ બાપા કરું આરતી પ્રેમ ધરીને સ્વીકારો
મારે આંગણ તુલસીનો ક્યારો
મારે આંગણ તુલસીનો ક્યારો
શાલિગ્રામની સેવા
બાપા શાલિગ્રામની સેવા જલારામ બાપા કરું આરતી પ્રેમ ધરીને સ્વીકારો
68 તીરથ જલારામના ચરણે
68 તીરથ જલારામના ચરણે
ગંગા યમુના રેવા
બાપા ગંગા યમુના રેવા જલારામ બાપા કરું આરતી પ્રેમ ધરીને સ્વીકારો વીરપુરવાળા કરું આરતી પ્રેમ ધરીને સ્વીકારો ગિન પડવાળા કરું આરતી પ્રેમ ધરીને સ્વીકારો
ઓમ જય જગદીશ હરે
સ્વામી જય જગદીશ હરે ભક્તજનો કે સંકટ દાસ જનો કે સંકટ ક્ષણ में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
જો ધ્યાવે ફલ પાવે દુઃખ વિનસે મન કા
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का
સુખ સંપત્તિ ઘર આવે
सुख संपत्ति कर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे
मात पिता तुम मेरे चरण ग्रह में किसकी
स्वामी शरण ग्रह में किसकी
तुम बिन और न दूजा
प्रभु विनय और न दूजा आस करूं मैं किसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे
तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता
स्वामी तुम पालन करता
मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी
मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो वरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे
तुम हो एक गोचर सबके प्राणपति
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति
किस विध मिलो दयामय
जिस विध मिलू दयामय तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे
दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक
स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे,
अपने हाथ उठावो,
अपने हस्त बढ़ावो, शरण पड़ा मैं तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे,
विषय विकार मिटावो, पाप हरो देवा,
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे,
ओम
जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसार सारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलायतनो हरि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते, नारायणी नमोस्तुते, नारायणी
नमोस्तुते।
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणां
पदे पदे।
हरिः ओम जगनेन जगन्मयजन्त देवस्थानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन्न देहनाकं महिमानः सचन्द्र यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः। ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो हरि प्रचोदयात्, तन्नो हरि
प्रचोदयात्।
श्री जलाराम बापानी जय,
श्री वीरबाई मात की जय,
श्री भोजलराम बापानी जय,
श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय,
श्री गोवर्धन नाथ की जय,
श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय,
श्री महावीर स्वामी भगवान की जय,
श्री गजानन गणपति महाराजनी जय,
श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
श्री साईनाथ महाराजनी जय,
श्री नव दुर्गे अम्बे मात की जय,
श्री उमापति महादेव की जय,
श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया
लाल की जय।
हरि ओम नमः
पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव मेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। काहेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत्यं सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। राम नाम में लीन है देखत सब में राम ताके पद वंदन करूं जय जय श्री जलाराम। श्री जलाराम बापानी जय। श्री वीरबाई मात की जय। श्री भोजलराम बापानी जय। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री गोवर्धन नाथ की जय। श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवान की। श्री महावीर स्वामी भगवान की। श्री गजानन गणपति महाराज की जय। श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
श्री साईनाथ महाराज की जय।
श्री नवदुर्गे अम्बे मात की जय।
श्री उमापति महादेव की जय।
श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय।
સૌને જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, જય જલારામ, જય સિયારામ. થોડીક વાર આપણે બધાય પ્રસાદી લેજો, પણ અવાજ ઓછો થાય એનું ધ્યાન રાખજો પ્લીઝ. છોકરાઓ આવે છે તો એ લોકો શાંતિથી એનું સેશન માણી શકે એટલા માટે શાંતિથી પ્રસાદ.
અવાજ ઓછો થાય એમ નહીં, પણ ન જ થાય એવું કરજો, કારણ કે તમે ઇવન વિસ્પર કરો ને તો ત્યાં આગળ અવાજ જાતો હોય છે ને ડિસ્ટર્બ કરે છે. થેન્ક યુ. Tell me when we'll be ready to start. મંજુબેન, અહીંયા પ્લીઝ વાતો નહીં કરતા, જરા બી રિસ્પેક્ટ પણ નહીં. Yeah, thank you. At the outset, I'm going to ask our priest to say one of the mantras, and then we'll explain to you what it means. Yesterday, we had a mantra about the teacher and the taught, that is Guru and the Shishya. Okay? Today, we're going to have a mantra about Lord Ganesh, who is known in the Western world as the elephant god. Okay? So this is dedicated to him.
हरिः ओं वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
This is dedicated to Lord Ganesh, the elephant god. In any Hindu ceremony, whether it's for birth or death or wedding, we first invoke Lord Ganesh and ask for his blessing. So what the priest said was that, oh Lord Ganesh, if you can be present here and witness this ceremony, this function, and bless us, please. So all that he did was, he was invoking the presence of the Lord. I said, we welcome you to Jalaram Mandir, Greenford. Now, what the word Mandir means, it means a temple. This is a Hindu temple, and it is dedicated in the name of Saint Sri Jalaram. Hinduism is the oldest religion. The present evidence we have that it is estimated to be 6,000 to 10,000 years old. In last few years, number of excavations have been done, number of new evidences have been found. It dates even more than 10,000 years old, but what definite evidence we have is up to 10,000 years old. We'll stick to that. We all commonly use the term Hinduism, but the correct term is Sanatan Dharma. In olden days, many years back, 1,000 years back, 1,500 years back, there were holy wars like crusades and jihads which were fought either to promote or spread the religion. No such holy wars were fought under the flag that is the banner of Sanatan Dharma, neither to promote nor to spread the religion. There have never been forceful conversions into Hinduism. But impressed by its philosophy, people in many countries have now adopted Hinduism as their faith. Hindus are very peace-loving people. They prefer to live in harmony alongside other faiths. Sanatan Dharma is the third largest religion in the world, led by Christianity and Islam. Both Christianity and Islam have one single founder and one single scripture. In contrast, Sanatan Dharma does not have a single founder nor a single scripture. Vedas, Upanishads, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Bhagavad Gita and many more are our scriptures. These scriptures were based on collective spiritual experience of ancient sages and seers, and that's why we don't have one single founder nor one single script. But suppose if I was in the court of law and I was to take an oath, I take on Bhagavad Gita. Vedas are the oldest known scriptures, but when they were formulated, we didn't know how to write. We didn't have paper. We didn't have any media where we could write, or we did not have ink or any such substance. So these scriptures were all in the verse form, that is, you can sing. And how they were sung and they were memorized. And how they were carried forward was, say he was a guru, he would teach me. He would strictly see to it that I adhere to the pronunciation, the intonation, how it's pronounced, how it's sung. And then I, in turn, would pass that on to my students, who would pass on to their students. So like that, it was carried on for centuries without getting adulterated. So the way it was first meant to be sung or meant to be presented is the way it was presented centuries back, till we found ways to write it. And the first written records were on the palm of birch tree with organic dyes, that is plant dyes. Om as on the left and swastika as on the right. These are our auspicious spiritual icons in Sanatan Dharma. But swastika should not be confused with the Nazi symbol, because that's a much recent thing. A wide range of subjects like yoga, astronomy, maths, surgery, and many more are covered in our scriptures apart from religion. So the religion, philosophy, etc. forms a very small part of all our scriptures. The rest is all other subjects. Yoga was described more than 2,000 years back by a sage called Patanjali. But now it is so popular 2000 years later that it is celebrated, 21st of June is celebrated globally as World Yoga Day. For last few years, on 21st June of every year, there have been mass yoga practice in Trafalgar Square. If you take New York, in the Times Square, and all the parts of the world, major cities, on 21st of June, people gather in thousands, sit cross-legged on the floor, and practice yoga. The telescope was discovered in 1608 AD. That means just about 800 years back. But our rishis, that is our sages, they described various stars and planets centuries before that. How they did it, we still don't know. A good example is ancient constellation called Big Dipper. Now, constellation is a group of stars. It could be 3 stars, 5 stars, 7 stars. So this Big Dipper has 7 stars. 4, as you see in the right below corner, forms a quadrangle. And the other 3 forms a, so that quadrangle is something like a kite. And the other 3 are the tail of the kite. So our sages, they described each of these stars and named them after a rishi or a sage. And that's why it's called Sapta Rishi. Sapta means 7, Rishi is the sage. The Big Dipper, now, unfortunately in this country, we hardly have clear sky at the night to see the stars. There is too much of light, so children never appreciate. But if you go outside the town in far suburban areas and see the night sky, probably you will see the constellation. And it's very, very easy to identify. Now this Big Dipper moves around in a circle around the North Star. Which is very identifiable shiny star in the northern sky. So this group of 7, the Big Dipper, moves around through the year around the North Star. And just see on the right side picture, you see how it forms the pattern, and that's the swastika we adopted thousands of years back. Apart from religion, as I said, we have various subjects. Now, Vedic maths is one of them. I've shown you this book on Vedic maths, and the first exercise, just the first exercise, helps you calculate mentally sums that are described here. So most of us would know tables up to 12. But then to say 25 by 25, yes, somebody will say 625, and that's the right answer. But if I was to say, can you tell me answer of this? You'll always need a calculator. And I can tell you right now that the answer is 9021. Would someone like to check? You would have a calculator? 97 times 93. Yeah? 9021. Oh, okay. No problem. So take my word then. This one, 105 by 105 would be 11025. Yes? Sorry? Do the 105 one. So 105 times 105. Shall we do that? Okay, the answer is 11025. Okay? But as I told you, I could only do the first exercise of this book because I'm a doctor. Doctors, you know, they don't have much inclination for maths. But I still, to convince myself that there is such thing as Vedic maths, I did the first exercise. We have an ancient Indian surgeon called Shushruta who was practicing in 6th century, that is almost 1800 to 2000 years back. And he used to perform major operations. And he was one of the pioneers of traditional system of Indian medicine known as Ayurveda. As our scriptures cover many varied subjects, Hinduism becomes more than a religion. It is best described as a way of life, and so is referred to as Sanatan Dharma. We will do the simplest of breathing exercise of yoga called Bhastrika. So hands in Dhyan Mudra, so tip of the first finger, index finger, to the tip of the thumb, both hands. Do that with both hands, please. No. Both hands. Okay? Now tuck the hands by your side. Okay? Everybody ready? So this is Dhyan Mudra. Then you don't slouch or couch. Have a spine straight. Back straight. Face, chin level. So not looking down, not looking up. Okay? So that's the position you have to be. And then take a deep breath. Fill your chest. Take deep breath. And breathe out. Once again, we are going to do it together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once again, it's the last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay? Now, all of you use your parents' iPod, iPad, then your mobile phone. But if the battery is not charged or shows less than 20%, you panic. You just rush and find out a charger. Now, even your body needs charging every day. And the best way to charge is to do this for 5 minutes. Sit quietly in one corner, cross-legged, Dhyan Mudra, and breathe in and breathe out. Do it for 5 minutes. You'll be charged for the day, okay? And there'll be no meter to show less than 20%, less than 10%, 80%. It will be 100% charged, okay? Next, we are going to chant Om Mantra. Why Om Mantra? Because it calms your mind, it increases concentration and memory, and it takes away the negative thoughts. You are reading something for the exam, but you say, I can't do this, I can't do this. That's a negative thought. But if you sit quietly, do the Om Mantra, you'll find, oh, no, I can do it. I'll beat these exams. And how you do it is, the Om is pronounced as A-U-M. The time you take between A and U is long, so 80%. And from U to M is short, that is 20%. When you start chanting, you'll find that your belly is pulled in. Your lips, which are open, they start closing. And when you reach the M part, it will do hum. Okay, so let's do it. I'll demonstrate the first one, and then we'll all do together. Oh. Dhyan Mudra. Eyes closed, and I'm taking a deep breath in, and then I start. Now we'll all do it together, okay? We're going to do it 3 times. So take a deep breath and start. Once more. And the last time. So next 21st of June, when it is the yoga day, and probably you'll be going to Trafalgar Square or even in your school compound, if you are going to do yoga together in the assembly, this is how you will start, chanting Om. Sanatan Dharma, that is Hinduism, it believes in theory of karma. Does anyone know what is karma? Yeah. Come. You know it? It means you do good and the good will come back to you. You do bad and the bad will come back to you. So that's the theory of karma. So we believe in that. We believe in reincarnation. That is, those who are born will be born even again. We believe in the importance of respecting the environment and living in harmony with Mother Nature. Hindus believe in principle of non-violence. As we said earlier when we are doing Namaste, that every one of us has a spark of divine life. So that is why we Hindus are against killing of any animal and eating meat. Many people have now turned vegetarian or vegan because scientists have shown that more than 25% of global carbon emission, that is something which says the heat of the earth is increasing. So that carbon emission is from meat and poultry industry. Every now and then you will find demonstrators near your school saying parents should not drop their kids in cars but should walk, etc. But nobody beats an eyelid when it comes to the carbon emission from the other industry I mentioned. Sanatana Dharma believes that there is only one God. Only one God, remember. He is the supreme being. But this supreme body can come in many forms. So if there is a 10,000 years of history at different times, this supreme body has come in different form. These are called incarnations, and these are the many gods and goddesses. So although you see all those gods and goddesses there, and then I say there is only one God, you're going to question me. So that's why I'm explaining to you this is how it is. Both male and female deities are worshipped with equal reverence. Means whether there is a god who is a gentleman or whether there is a goddess which is lady, we worship them with equal reverence. There are three main sects in Hinduism. One is Shaivism, other is Vaishnavism, and the third is Shaktism. Shaktism is represented by all the goddesses. And in this temple, we have idols of all major deities which represent these above three sects. This temple bears the name of our popular saint Jalaram. He lived in Western India about 200 years back. He did not preach from complex scriptures. His main idea was to feed the hungry. He started his free kitchen at the very young age of 20. Imagine when people are thinking of going to dance clubs or going to enjoy. This man starts his free kitchen at the age of 20. And his successors have continued the free kitchen even today, so 200 years after it started, and it feeds thousands of people each day. When it comes to feeding from the temple, the Jalaram temple, as I said, in Virpur, feeds about 10,000-15,000 people every day. The headquarters of Sikh, that's the Golden Temple in Amritsar, feeds 100,000 people every day. The Sai Baba temple in Western India feeds 40,000 people every day. So we feel proud that we are serving 200-250 people every day for free lunch. But compared to what elsewhere it happens, we are a very small temple and we do our small share. This temple runs a free kitchen for lunch every day, for dinner on Thursdays, and extends serving to the homeless and needy people in central London twice a week. The Friday session that one of our trustees, Mansukh Bhai, conducts at Charing Cross is worth visiting. It will open your eye. They serve about 250 to 300 people, but the amount of food that they have to share and distribute is mind-boggling. We also run a food bank here every Tuesday. So if you are passing by at 2:30 in the afternoon, you will see people lined up outside our gate, and they'll be served. The concept of free kitchen is called sadavrat in Hinduism and is called langar in Sikhism. Food is served to all visitors regardless of caste, creed or religion. We hope you have learnt enough about Hinduism, our mandir and Saint Jalaram. Do come again. Now, we would have a question and answer session by sitting there so that I would introduce to them the major deities and then they can raise their questions. Is that all right? Yeah. We'll sit there. We can use the full width of the floor. જવાશે કે ઓલું ping કરશે? If you want to take a picture, that's no problem, yeah? Even the altar side, the audience side, no problem, anyway, yeah? So, we start with the extreme left, that is the goddess called Saraswati. She is the goddess of learning, goddess of music, goddess of art, learning, and that's why she is shown with her stringed instrument. Not only in the Hindu temples, but in India, many places in the schools, this statue would be in the foyer, and as students walk in during the morning, they'll bow to her. And there are various ways how we pray. Some people would just fold their hands, close their eyes, and pray. There are others who would go down on the floor, kneel, head down, and pray. And then there will be some people who will go absolutely prostrate on the floor. That is, head and face down, their hands extended, and pray like that. So, we do not have a fixed way of saying that you should pray like that. Everybody is free to pray in the way they prefer. Okay? So that's a very democratic religion. And when I say democratic, it also means that in my family, my father could be following one particular god or goddess. I, as his son, might prefer to follow some other god or goddess, and that's completely permissible. Then, on the left inside is Lord Ganesh. If you remember, our priest chanted a very nice sloka about Lord Ganesh, and I said, he is one god whom we invoke for any of our Hindu ceremonies. Okay? Whether it's a birth ceremony, whether it's a death ceremony, or whether it's a wedding ceremony, or any other Hindu ceremony. He is the first god to be remembered and invoked. In the corner there, we have Lord Mahavishwami. Now, Mahavishwami lived about 2500 years back. He was contemporary of Lord Buddha. And he started a religion which is an offshoot of Hinduism, which is called Jainism. The next is Jalaram Bapa, but I'll describe when he comes here. Next after that is Swami Narayan. So that was another sect and offshoot of Hinduism. And we have number of Swaminarayan temples in London. The Nisden temple is almost on the tourist map of India. So like you have come as a batch of 30, 40 students today, but in that temple in Nisden, every day there are 8 to 10 coaches of students or visitors visiting. That's how big that temple is. The next black statue is that of Krishna, but in a child form. And we call it Srinathji. And Srinathji has a very large following. The next is the quadro, group of 4, which is called Ram Darbar. The person in the center is Lord Ram. To his left is his wife Sita. To his right is his brother Lakshman. And Hanumanji, whom in the Western world people call as monkey god, is always in the service of the Lord. And that's how he was granted a boon that he'll be worshipped world over. Then we have Saint Jalaram. As I told you, he's our patron saint, and this mandir bears the name of Saint Jalaram. To his left is his wife Virbaima, and to his right is his guru, that is the teacher, who is Bojalram. Okay? Now, Jalaram Bapa's wife, Virbai, also is worshipped and always hailed, because what Saint Jalaram could do for his free kitchen, it would never have been possible without the help of Virbaima. In the Western world, it's only now, for last few years, there had been outcry that, oh, we want equality for the ladies. But in our religion, equality has been there since the beginning, since thousands of years. The next is Lord Krishna and consort Radha. So it's Radha Krishna. Again, there is a very nice temple in Watford and in Soho in central London, who worships Radha Krishna. That building in Watford belonged to a Beatle called George Harrison and was donated to Hare Krishna temple. Then we have Lord Shiva. I had explained to you partly that Shiva is worshipped in 2 forms, as a statue and as the black stone form. Next, we have the goddess. So Shaktism represents all the goddesses. Here, she is represented as Navdurga. Then we have another saint, a popular saint from Western India, is called Sai Baba. Nobody even knows today for sure whether Sai Baba was a Hindu or a Muslim, because he lived in a very derelict mosque, but preached a lot from Hindu scriptures. Then we have Lord Hanuman. He is there. He is also here. He is entirely in the service of Lord Rama, and that's why he also has his due place. As far as this temple is concerned, on every Saturday from 11 to 1, we do 21 chants of Hanuman Chalisa. And Hanuman Chalisa is a song in devotion to Lord Hanuman, and it's 40 verses. So 40 verses times 21 times. That's how we pray every Saturday. Okay? Now I can answer any questions that you want. Do you want to know more? Anything more you want to know? What's your name?
Lydia. Lydia.
Great. If you can say your question.
What's the elephant's name again?
Elephant god is called Ganesh. Some people call it Ganesh. The little longer name is Ganpati. Okay?
name is Humphrey. I know Hanuman picked up a mountain.
You see, what happened is in one battle against a demon called Ravan, Lakshman, who is on his left, was injured. Okay? And the person who was treating is the Ayurvedic practitioner. He said, we need particular herb. And that herb was also only found in that particular mountain. So when Hanuman went there, he didn't know exactly which herb to take. So he rather preferred to take the whole mountain. And Lakshman was treated. Okay? The other story about elephant god is when he was a child and his head was somehow chopped off, Lord Shiva, who was his father, he said, okay, we can treat him. And the first animal head that was found was an elephant head, and that was restored. So some sort of plastic surgery, you can say. But then Lord Ganesh's mum was very unhappy. He said, oh, but he would look ugly, and people would bully him. So the Lord said, okay, I'll grant him a boon that out of hundreds and thousands of Hindu gods that you have, he will not be bullied upon, but he'll be the first one to be asked to come and bless. And that's why Ganesha got that sort of promotion.
My name is Imran.
Imran, what do you want to know?
I want to know that who's the boss of the god.
Boss of the gods? Now, you can say at the beginning of the universe when there were nobody, there were three gods that came in at the same time. Okay? So we had a Brahma, and then we had a Vishnu, and we had the Shiva. So these three were supposed to be the first lords to come. And then they each have their own bossdom. Okay? Is that fine?
My name is Jarell, and my question is, why do they have things on their head?
Why do they have? Oh, they have. It's something like a decorative crown. No, it may not be in all temples, but say in our temple, we have this sort of dressing and this sort of crown. If you go to another Hindu temple, because the dressing varies according to where you are from, geographical, yeah? So their dressing might be different, their color choice might be different, the ornaments might be different, but this is just decorative, okay? Yeah, you have all been very, very good. Yeah, I'm really impressed with your enthusiasm and the way you participated in doing the small exercise of yoga and chanting Om mantra. I wish you all the best. Do come again. We had pleasure in getting you here. One more thing, when you go down, go in a single file, and our co-trustee Lakubai and another trustee who is down there, they'll hand you over a goodie bag. So see, all of you who have come, whether children, adults, teachers, parents, please collect your goodie bag and then go, okay? And we'll see you again. Thank you very much. You're all welcome. God bless.